The siege of Kazan in 1552 was the final battle of Russo-Kazan Wars. It led to the fall of Khanate of Kazan. However, it was not the last battle on the Khanate's territory. After the fall of Kazan, rebel governments formed in Kalam and Masatamak, and a new Khan was invited from the Nogais. This continuation guerrilla war was ended only in 1556. The siege. The Russian forces included Streltsy as well as Moscow and Kashima regular feudal cavalry. But the main role was played by Russian artillery and sappers, both Russian and foreigners. At first they were opposed by the Tatar garrison of Kazan, 10,000 Nogai horsemen led by the Khan of Kazan, who originated from the Nogai horde. Cheremish units and Kazan irregular feudal cavalry were based in forests north and east of Kazan respectively. Their base was Arka stronghold. Before the battle, Russians had a fortress on Volga, Avangarot, later known as Svyazhsk, some miles above Kazan. This wooden fortress was built in 1551 by Russian military engineer Ivan Viragov, when after the conclusion of peace the right bank of Khanate passed to Russia. It would serve as a strong point for the capture of Kazan by the Muscovite army. The 150,000 Muscovite army under Ivan IV came under Kazan's walls and besieged Kazan on August 22, 1552. Russian cannons shelled its walls from the 29th of August. Soon they smothered the fire of large-caliber Tatar cannons. During the 30th of August, the 6th of September, Alexander Gorbatyashuisky defeated the inner cavalry under Yapanchur and the R units and burned Arka. Andrei Kurbsky defeated Cheremish troops. Sappers blew up the underground way to Kazan's underground drinking water source. A 12-meter-high siege tower was built by Ivan Viragov out of wood on site for mounting siege cannon. This revolutionary new design could hold 10 large-caliber cannon and 50 lighter cannon, allowing a concentration of artillery fire on a section of the wooden wall or city, which played a crucial role in shattering Tatar resistance. However, it is certain that the few cannon defending Kazan would first have to have been put out of action in order for the tower to be effective, as it would otherwise have been an obvious target for any remaining artillery. On the 2nd of October, sappers blew up the wall near the Nogai and Atalik gates. Russian soldiers entered the city. The civil population as well as Kazan's army opposed them. After desperate slashing, some survivors were blockaded in the citadel. Then, after Kanyadagamok Samad and Nogai leader Zainish were captured, the defenders of the citadel tried to escape to the northern forests, but they were defeated. A number of Russians who had been captured in military campaigns from the Russian borderland and held captive in the Khanate were released, and a large massacre of Kazan Tatars took place, as well as the destruction of almost all Tatar libraries and buildings, including mosques. Ivan the Terrible, before the seizure of Kazan, encouraged his army by the examples of Georgian Queen Tamer's battles by describing her as the most wise queen of Iberia, endowed with the intelligence and courage of a man. Gallery. Kol Sharif and his students defend their madrasa and the cathedral mosque. Blessed be the host of the heavenly Tsar. Russian icon, California, 1550 to 1560. This icon is traditionally perceived as an allegorical representation of the fall of Kazan.